Hey, Ade. Uh, this is an extra. I mean, we have 2017 lesson one, lesson two, or I mean, Navajo one, lesson two for clans. I added something extra just because it would help you with your understanding of letters and sometimes sentences and things. So this is called grammar and talking about zeroing in on the sounds of individual vowels and consonants. Okay, so this is from lesson two. Remember, that's what we went through, and that's kind of our pass off. But I want to focus on the vowels. Okay, so up here we have the vowels. We have the e. The sound is it in English. Eh, the sound in met, eh, or father. Ah is stretched out, but it's that sound ah. And then the oh, 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 oh. Okay, so that's what we're working with. Now in this lesson, we have several that come out um, having vowels. Um, it is said that out of all the vowels, I's tend to show up quite a bit. But in this lesson, it looks like the A's are showing up quite a bit. So if you, let's say, you're just doing reading stories or something, it is said that the I's, there's a lot more I sounds than any of the other vowels in Navajo. Okay, let's go. Let's take a box at a time up here. So in this lesson, we have the sound of, remember, I, and so di, and sh, and j. Those are all the sounds that come from our lesson. Another one is this, and it has the I sound, but then remember we were talking about in and m. If you have an N nearby or an M nearby, then that I turns into a nasal sound. N, nish. In this case, it's nish. Okay. And we do the same thing in English. And I'll show you right here. See this eh? When there's an M in English, we do the same thing. Meh, met. See the nasal sound. So wherever you have an M or an N, you're going to be saying the vowel through the nose. Okay. Let's go to the next one. It has a combination of that. The main thing I wanted to show here was the regular sound is eh, but we can put a high tone on it and emphasize it. So the first one is nasal sound, but with an emphasis. So it'd be ne, ne. And see the next one, slash L. And since it's not an N, but I want to say that in a nasal sound, we put a little hook at the bottom. Okay, put a little hook at the bottom. And so it comes out. Nish. And then the next one is this one doesn't have a nasal sound, so it's eh. This is a high tone. And this last one is le. Okay, this goes up. Like either goes up or give it an emphasis, is what I always say. Okay. Now another way of thinking this I is stretching it. I call it stretching it. But the regular eh, and I can stretch it to E, like the letter E. E. In this sense, I want to say the first sound was SHII, nasal, nasal. So I want to say it through the nose. So it would be she, she, she. And the next one will be, again, cheen. Notice that I'm going through the nasal because of the N. Cheen, cheen. I have to say the N. Cheen. Okay, so that's how that goes. So those are all in the lesson, those sounds. Okay, let's go to the E. I just found these several two boxes. So let's go through this one. And basically the same sound, but I want to, instead of saying eh, the N makes it eh. And I want to give it an emphasis. So it's ne, ne. And this one, it's a nasal on the first one. And then I wanted to reteach this concept. A regular E is eh. In this case, it's ne, ne. But this little mark right here actually gives it a different sound. So every vowel, whether it be I or E or A or O, I can put this little symbol right after it. And what it really tells me is it's a half sound. So eh is the full sound, but a half that sound, or a short version of that sound would be eh, eh. So in this case, in E glottal is, the sound is ne, ne, and we have that sound. And then we add the last part, emphasizing the eh. So ne, eh. See how there's no nasal sound? Ne, eh. Okay, so that's how that works. All right, if I needed a nasal sound, I'll put a little hook at the bottom. So it'll be ne, ne, eh. But I don't have that, so it's just ne, eh. Okay, let's go to double E's. Okay, all E, E, I, E, A, O, they can be double. And all that means is the sound lasts a little bit longer. Same sound like eh. Instead of saying eh, it'd be eh. Okay, if it's I, it'd be E. If it's A, it would be ah. If it's O, it would be o. Okay, so just double something, double vowel, always make just make it stretch longer. But there's some interesting things that happen. For example, I can take that ee and put an emphasis on it and say eh. Instead of saying eh, I could say eh. Eh, or I can do this one. First one is a regular sound eh, but the second vowel is eh. Okay, shorter sound. So it'd be de, de. See, kind of give it a little stop. So it's kind of like one and a half sound idea. And then this one is what I want to show here was, yes, it's a stretch, but the first one goes high and then comes back down. We call it the slide here. So it'll be eh, kind of slides back down. Eh. Sometimes it goes opposite. Eh. Okay, sometimes it does that. But most of the times, eh. Okay, so it all depends how you say it. Okay, that in this lesson, it has a lot of D's. Let's go DAs. Okay, like an ah, da, da, and if you said it with another one, it'd be dash, dash, dash. Okay, da and dash, because we already said the I, so sh. All right, so we can also put an emphasis on it, meaning a high tone. So the first one is ba. Instead of low, it'd be ba. Ba would be low, but this one says ba. The next one says sha. Sha. Notice the nasal because of the N. Sha. So A has that nasal sound, and the I has that nasal sound. Shane. Shane. Okay. Shane. And that's a word. Over here is ta. 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 The high tone. Ta. Ta. And this one, high nasal sound with the first A high tone. Na. 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 And then L-I high tone. Nalle. Nalle. Okay. So this is the A's. First one is short. Instead of saying ah, it'd be ah. So it's ya, ya. And then the next one is normal sound. Ya, ah. See that normal sound? Ya, ah. All right, let's go to the next one. This one has that nasal, but two A's will be stretched, meaning make it last longer. So it's instead of saying nah, it'd be nah, nah. Okay, nasal sound go through the nose, nah, and then SHA high tone goes emphasizing sha, nah, sha, nah, sha. Okay, and let's do one with a stretch, but kind of like a one and a half sound. So it's ah. So put a K to it, so it'd be ah. Not ka. I think it's look. Yeah, that's right. They have a blot out. Sorry about it. So the K also has a short sound. And I should have put it over here too. Okay, ka, ka. Make that stop there. Let's go to the next one. This one I want to say the A, but I want to say it through the nose. So there's no N around, so I have to put that hook on there. So it's ba, hey, ba. Make it long, ba. And the good thing about Navajo, you can those long ones you can say as long as you want, you'll still be correct. So it's ba he, ba he. Okay. And the last one, look what's changed. Notice that the N and the D come together. There's usually an I in between, but we say it so fast, it's mm, mm. We just go right into D. And with the DA, it would be da, da, da. And then the A, the G and the A and the glottal, so it's ka, da, ka, da, ka, da, ka. See, that's how it goes. All right, so now let's go to the O's. I'm going to show you this one. We already did the E, so that's why I'm putting that in there because it's a word in our words. It's in our sentence. So oh is a sound. So ko. So I want to emphasize. So it's ko, ko. All right, and then that slide idea. Kot and then a go go kot go. And there's a slight W sound after the G. Go, go. Okay, so it's kot go. And next one, lo. Okay, that's just a oh sound, emphasizing it. Here's that slide one, do. So any of the vowels, you can have that slide idea. It could be do, but this one is do. Now this one, most of the time, this is the word for yes, right? Most of the time, you're focusing on the O's. O, O, but we have a slight A sound, so it'll be O, O, and that's the best way they could write it. All right, let's go down to what I call diphthongs. Every vowel has diphthong, and I'm not going to show all of you all the diphthong as it shows up in other sentences. Then we'll pull it in. But in this one, there's two. The first one that we find is A, the letter A. Just remember, EI has the letter A, okay, the name of the A. So we can emphasize it by saying, instead of saying A, we can emphasize it by saying A, but sometimes it has a little slide to it, so we say A, or just A, the letter A, okay? And sometimes we make it go further, like in the word grandfather, che. See that a little extra long length ideas, che. All right, this is the lesson. Thank you. And you can listen to it over and over and over. Okay, yeah, thanks.